classicer lane counters to Zeus is like TA was one of the best. But here's been nerfed a lot. I don't think we've seen much play of it this tournament. You know, people pick it here and there, and this is a fairly good TA game.
Yeah, it is.
I could see Kunkka as well.
Yeah, I think it's a TA, Kunkka, and oh, it's an Ember.
Here they can get.
But it's so strong that it shouldn't matter at some point.
Yeah.
Seb, though, with a hero that we haven't seen a whole lot played in this position too much. Nature's Prophet in the off lane. This hero comes with its own set of problems. I think the reason why they pick it is for that global presence with the Zeus.
First blood, that's going to be FY. The Lion managed to get the kill on No-Tail. This time he just gets a bit too far forward, challenges LGD a bit much in the effort to try and create Anna some space. The chance for LGD have begun. And that's what I thought was the coolest thing, is the Chinese crowd, they have not been any slouches when it comes to cheering for OG. They like OG a lot. But when OG's introduction came out on stage, they were extremely quiet. They wanted OG to know, in this matchup, we're not favoring you at all. We are backing our boys, LGD.
Yeah, no boos, but you know they're going to show their hometown team love.
Zeb going in for the dive, X-Nova.
And he's surrounded right now.
The Treant is going to reveal him the whole entire way, and Seb's going to try and get in position with the trees. He'll just finish him off with a little Treant, and that's going to be good enough. Meanwhile, Ame actually coming in through the side.
So Seb will be just fine, has two different ways to get out of this situation. I think part of the reason why they take the MP2, though, is they have an easy way to push out the lanes and start fights.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it just lanes well.
We're certainly seeing that with Ame falling below. Ana's face is void, but it comes CS mid lane. They're going to drop the bomb. Maybe, with the help of FY, will get the kill on mid lane OG Tops. And they'll find that observer ward that spotted out FY earlier. So really good read by him. He understood that his rotations were spotted. Finds a different angle to get it.
Jarex
now top lane. Jarex is going to be gone on his raindrop. Is gone, so he's going to be slowly burned down by Ame. Slide miss and finish him off. And X-Nova, can he stay ahead of the Furia? He will. And now Seb does not have a teleport, so he knows he kind of has to battle Ame back here. But the ultimate comes out. That'll be enough to finish off X-Nova, and the Flame Guard will wear out for Ame as well. So Seb will be fine. Still though.
Yeah. So they want to make sure that they spot him coming the entire way through.
And I've noticed before, like, Thompson Zeus, he's very reliant on being able to pick up power runes and bounty runes as well. So those sort of rotations are going to be spotted out by these observer wards, at least the top half. And just by process of elimination, X-Nova, he's still blocked in, trying to eat two different trees. That's still not good enough. Maybe is here. They're going to try and get the kill onto Jarex as they trade out X-Nova, run over by the Remnant. With the rotation coming out, OG isn't going to be too sad about it. They trade support for support, and it required maybe to make rotation like that.
Yeah, but maybe he's trying to protect his top lane area. He's focusing on that so much because he doesn't want his jungle to get invaded. Seb gonna get stunned up. Ult immediately, and Seb has to be careful here, but maybe they don't have the damage.
Down here, it's gonna be a little hard. The Hex goes out. They're just running out of damage now. If anything, Thompson might be able to get the kill, especially with Jarex. With the long-range flash, but barely getting away with the TP as well. Great read by Thompson. Chalice has already pushed out bottom, and we've got rotations from our supports to secure this lane. If they can get the pick off on the No-Tail, the captain of OG, then they might be able to actually finish off this tier 1 tower. Otherwise, it's going to be a slow push.
X-Nova. He knows that Thompson is here. They know they smoke. They've got to get out of here.
Oh, he actually used the magic meter on himself, but there goes FY. X-Nova thought he was going to be the target. Now Jarex looks to be able to pick up the bounty rune in front of him and body block X-Nova as well. With the Orb of Venom, makes it very easy for Thompson to help get that kill. And now OG taking the kill score lead.
Very surprised that they decided to make that play. He didn't see Thompson until the smoke broke, so that should have every single core in the game feels so bad about playing against him. And look at this. This is the ward that I was talking about that you were trying to protect. Protect the jungle against OG. Don't let them get in here for free.
That's why X-Nova is kind of positioned to be able to break smokes.
Oh, he was there to break the smoke,
but
and he might still get caught out.
More, and now Jarex is going to try and take some of this CS. They're going to turn and try and kill Jarex, but there goes the Chronosphere. Oh, perfectly timed with the Earth Splitter. This is just a beauty of a team fight for OG. And picking this off on Ame as well. Rolling over, nails him and Thompson. Finish him off with lightning as well. OG just perfectly execute that fight. They'll be able to finish up that safe lane tower. They just couldn't do enough to be able to stall that. So they'll trade out.
Well, what did you
Tier 1 towers. As a result, OG holding a 2K gold lead to Thompson. Just doing a little bit of scouting there. I think he was maybe a bit afraid of some sort of smoke rotation or something. But X-Nova, he's been spotted here big time. Does manage to at least kill a ward, but he is certainly dead. They'll give that last hit to Seb as
Look
well.
at that. There's already an Orchid on Seb. 14 minutes in.
Yeah.
This guy's got an Orchid.
That's pretty insane. I would have expected the old Solar Crest build from him.
I think it's because his lane was going so well.
Yeah.
And he's going to hard counter up the Ember Spirit as a result.
Yeah, Abe is going to be super unhappy with this timing, that's for sure. FY in trouble, gets hit by the Rolling Thunder, bounce back by Jarex, Swashbuckle to finish him off, nice and easy, but at the same time, No-Tail's going to be chased down. They are going to be able to get the Orchid out onto the Gyrocopter. Drums goes out, they want to make sure that everyone's safe here. X-Nova is always there with the Dispel.
BKB, I feel like this BKB is a little bit of a bait.
It's so hard too, right? It's like he could try and depend on X-Nova, but X-Nova doesn't really want to play around him all the time, right?
He wants to play around the gyro.
Yeah.
Completely right.
But at the same time, if you don't go this, if you do go the BKB, hold up, bottom lane, Jarek's going to be chain stunned here. He will have an opportunity. Oh, no, he won't. He'll just die a little bit too fast thanks to the Finger of Death.
I really feel like Psg.lgd, they want to utilize this Ravage. Like, you want to do something with it in this game. Sometimes the threat is better, but in this game right now, OG's not really respecting the threat of the Ravage.
Do you agree with that? 85-15, is this game that one-sided to OG's favor?
No. And it starts here as Thompson.
They're going to be able to find Thompson here with a pipe as well. They're made super tanky. And a kill streak on him as well. That's going to mean a lot for Psg.lgd and the two heroes that collect that experience and that bounty. But bottom lane, OG is beginning to round some of these heroes. Anna looking to chase him down. FY turns around for the Hex, but that's just enough. Oh, stomp doesn't hit. Even though the Hex is there, there's no damage, there's no stunts. Now Ame, who's just mid lane, is now bottom, looking for an opening.
He's invis right now.
They're all teaming away inside the trees. Can they find anybody who's going to go for the blind slight fist?
They're pinging right now on the ground. Anna.
He knows No-Tail's here. Anna. I think he realized he just has to leave behind. But the Ravage instantly going out. They have managed to finish off No-Tail, yes, but there's no way they can go for Anna now. You're right. They wanted to be able to use that Ravage, but they only use it to be able to kill a 5 position. And now they're going to trade out X-Nova as he gets found expertly by Jarex.
And this is pretty disastrous, I think.
Wouldn't normally expect, fortunately, because of that.
I think these teams do expect each other's boards, though.
Yeah,
they've played against each other in these high-pressure situations now. This is the third time.
If anybody's going to be able to see these kind of moves coming up from OG, it's got to be LGD.
Yeah, and it feels like OG, it feels like they're doing the same things that they did that made them successful in the first place.
Massive kill. Jarex is going to fall with that big move.
The weaknesses for Psg.lgd, and as soon as they aren't together as 5. And you notice right here, Ame, he's playing away from his team. This is the correct move.
Yep.
Always play away from your team because you have the ability to gap close and come in to help them out. Gonna get gone on at bottom for the time being. Silenced up, but
he's ready to try and finish off Seb. You use the BKB as soon as he thinks he's got Seb dead, and Seb's gonna try and go for the TP, but it's not good enough. And that was 1,000 gold for Ame. BKB charge as well. Psg.lgd, they're gonna be spotted at Thunder God's Wrath, just as we were talking about that mid lane push. Pushing Chalice back, pushing the wave in, makes that obvious. They read exactly where Psg.lgd is, but LGD still going to go for it. His Chalice going to wrap around with FY behind the tier 1 tower. They're going to jump for it. Catching No-Tail. The Rolling Thunder is out from Jarex already. He's going to hit FY as well as the Thunder God's Wrath and stuff. But they're going to be able to bring down one support at least. Chalice left in an awkward position here, but maybe focusing on that objective. And OG, a little bit skittish about taking the fight. They've got 15 seconds left in the Chronosphere, and that's why Ame immediately going to jump into the side ground, hoping to be able to help X-Nova out. He's going to use the ultimate. There goes the Ravage, but it doesn't actually catch Elno. They only manage to finish up Jarex. They're going to jump over the shrine where Thompson is sitting all by himself. No, the buyback coming in. Jarex is going to try and help out more Thompson here. Yield Scepter onto himself. The Jar Cups is trying to stay away from Anna and all that physical damage. The Chrono's back. Just came out. The Rocket Rod is enough to finish off Anna, and Anna will finish off the Gyro in turn. Ame, he does have a lot of damage though with that Radiance. Can they chase down Anna?
Seb is still strong.
Chains, he's dead. Going to go for the 2 supports here. He's got Seb as well as Jarex. He will not try and chase down the carry of Anna, but he will get 2 kills for the team.
And that was the buyback from Jarex. Fantastic fight. That would be ideal. The problem is, normally you get one moment where you can trick somebody and they forget about how they can die. Yep. And that was a top lane. But maybe they can do it again. Ame, if he's going to stick around for the next creep wave, he could just die here. The Chronosphere.
2,500 HP. Can he actually live through with all this? They're going to be able to help out with the Nimbus as well as York. And with the Manta, man, Anna just cleaned him up so quick.
Go Roche, go Roche.
Go Roche.
If this Faceless Void engages, he's looking for the angle right now. He sees 2 cores for the time being, but both teams just playing around this area, both loath to just give it up.
Roshan is getting so low bit by bit that eventually someone's going to fully commit to it. They are going to be able to get the pick off. That's going to start with FY. Now the Orchid onto the Tidehunter, prevent any sort of ravage. As OG did get a little...
The Sea Dragons, they'll get him denied.
Solar Crest. They finish off the Nimbus. That's another 100 gold.
Maybe he's committed for this. FY's coming back right now.
Stop. Oh, that 40 movement speed coming in just at the right time. Ame sees his opportunity to be able to jump in the back line. Top time, FY's been stunned up onto Anna. Now maybe is going to be able to get around, but Thompson being hunted down the ramp. Going down the blink. He got the guess right. He gets out with the Shrine activated. FY might just be able to live. Jerry's getting a little stuck on the cliff, but it looks like FY does manage to live. Ame jumping back into this one. Will manage to find No-Tail here. That's one support down, 5 for 5. Now LGD trying to go back into their own home ground to be able to finish up. And he got the race in the big first death. He's dead. And now OG.
He does have buyback and Chronosphere. He's got to commit to it right now if he is going to do it.
He does have a TP scroll up. He's going to commit now with a stomp, landing on a 3. Can maybe finish this one up.
Solo.
He's going to be able to jump in, throw the sphere out. The ace has already been picked up in Anna.
They've got to retreat.
This is no longer a fight he can take. But Jared's already picked off the stun. Stable. Anna's been hit. Anna's been caught. The time watch over the side. Seven's here with his route. Anything to be able to protect brother Anna, but he's still been slowed down. Another stomp. This time for the A team. And that will be enough for Anna to be able to get out. It looks like 7 ones who have it here. Oh, no, never mind. Nova has it as well. Butterfly up next for our gyrocopter. And this is going to be some serious momentum for Psg.lgd. It's funny, though, that win probability still heavily favoring OG. And I think even after that fight, it may still be in their favors. Yeah, 66%. Again, the late game of the Faceless Void and trying to go high ground against that, as well as the ET, the challenge for this bounty room. And that'll allow OG to be able to get 3 out of the 4. Even against an Aegis. It goes to show, like, Psg.lgd, they're still going to be a little bit timid about taking fights against OG. Especially as they're split around the map. The Rolling Thunder going off, does manage to knock up Nova with that line being finished off as well. 2 different kills like this would be massive. They do have Ame coming in, but immediately the BKB from Seb, they know 2 pickoffs on the supports as long as nobody dies here. They're going to do a long jump in from the Aghanim Scepter Spirit to be able to chase down No-Tail, but No-Tail managed to get off the stomp onto Ame. Ame finished him off with a double damage, especially with Chalice and Maybe joining him in the mid lane.
So the split push continues. Top's in that top lane. Seb towards bottom because he's so tired of this. He knows they need some way to punish that.
With the Mjolnir attack speed as well, he's just going to be focusing on all of the
bottom lane
various procs. They are going to be able to get the Aegis to pop here and takes away the regen while Ame being gone and they do have the Chronosphere. It's Seb going to be able to get him
enough damage for this.
It just overwhelms Ame very quickly. He still, and I'm not sure if he ever will, be tanky enough to live through that Chronosphere unless he's got the Aeon Disc.
He didn't have a remnant far back enough. I think
Mjolnir almost complete for Somnus. We've got the 20 strength for the Pangolier. Popping the link, it's managed to get the Hanks follow up, and they're just going to try and jump out as quickly as possible. They do have him dead. That was buyback from Ame, and that's 2 minutes. He is dead for 2 minutes now off of the buyback around Roshan, and LGD know about that.
Yeah, there was no one near him.
Rather than that mid lane where Psg.lgd is barreling down, but that's where Ame comes into play. He may not have that Aeon Disc, but he's going to play like he does have it. Jarek's going to rolling in with his Glimmer Cape, the Invis Ball. Not really doing a whole lot, especially since they have the vision down. They're going to do a decent amount of something. But now Thompson with the flick initiation from that boy. Ear Splitter going to come a little bit too late. No damage being dealt, and Somnus can now turn all the attention into the tier 3s. 80 seconds left for Anna's revival here. And Psg.lgd, they're going to have to poke it down to make sure they don't get caught by the Rise. It's all going to be hit on 3. They're going to chase down Jackson to the back line. It's already finished off 7 fast. That is going to be good enough. And Anna, he will pay big time for his death in mid lane. as his team scrambles time and time again to be able to push that Psg.lgd.
They save the racks here, it looks like.
left.
The initiation.
Side of OG, they're going to be able to find the initiation. Once again, on the top of Thompson. They have no save mechanism. Now he's dead for 2 minutes. And Psg.lgd, what's the point of hitting Bears? Just hit the tier 4 to go throw.
40 seconds still for the spaceless void. Anna says to his team,
My bad. And it was indeed his bad. It's that one little mistake from him may have just cost him the game. Seth trying to draw some attention away from the tier 4s, away from the throne, but Darius can do little to stop his death. No Tails now here, 15 seconds, but the throne being just poked away by Somnus. He's doing so much damage, 2,000 HP, 10 seconds left in the void, 1,500, that's it, game 1 is all Psg.lgd.
such a tense game.